Hello and welcome back to part 2 of our Casino Champion SOVL run on the max difficulty. We crushed Act 1, we walked away from the table with all the winnings, and then promptly, as a good gambler should, immediately sat back down again and bet it all on black. Speaking of which, I can obviously go ahead and start renaming a couple of these, but I thought, well, obviously with their colour schemes it's impossible for me not to go the all on reds. You know, that makes sense. And then as they're kind of themed, I think it would be sensible to also do you and your colour scheme. Yeah, and the all on blacks. And then we can think about the other ones as we go through later. Something I could do with the hounds? I don't know. Oh! Hound. I'll think about greyhound racing. Perhaps we can do something with that later. I'll consider. Otherwise, yeah, we'll leave it there for now. Haven't thought about the Triceratops, but something will come up. Obviously, we get... So here's Act 2. Going to navigate our way through with no discretion whatsoever. We follow the will of the dice. So again, at the start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3. Cool, we're going in the upper path. What does that lay out for us? Well, we get kind of on a straight line for a while, so we're not going to have much bouncing around. And then down here we can start moving around a bit. But yeah, again, we won't be rolling the dice on the campaign map too much. Well, yeah, I fixed all that. They can't go any further, can they? Good. It's going to be a bit weird. I'm pretty sure... I mean, Chaos is a bit of a forgiving one for this run because their level ups are generally good across the board as long as you aren't stuck with discipline and stuff. I'll just put the dogs on the sides again. You go stomping up. Deep wood protectors means you're going to get shot at a fair bit. I'd like you to deflect enemy fire if possible. You run up here to the best of your ability. Twist a bit so you go like straight up there. And you kind of fall in behind so you're under the protection of the invincible Triceratops and you come that way. Right, so their shooting is all back there, which is really unfortunate. Start running you this way immediately. Might get flank charged, but I'm not that fussed. Yeah. Anything I can do to the rangers and archers to get them to stop firing at my more fragile units is great. You're very easy to kill. In fact, I could probably just shove the warriors into you and have you deal with it for me. Good. Targeting the one they can't hurt. They unfortunately are going to almost immediately kill those dogs, aren't they? Not a huge amount I can do about that, I'm afraid. And who goes first? I might be able to save the dogs some wounds. Well, realistically, I'll probably just use the hounds to withdraw. I could just have them run. So yeah, I'll let them come forward. Both of these units will shoot you. As long as there's one of you left alive, when this charges, I can then flee and get them out of position and flank them with the axemen. So we're effectively sacrificing the moonhides here. So then I'm going to do this. You're kind of safe, and when they get up here with their silly charge, I can then flank them easily enough. Just make sure I'm further that way. I don't want to be caught by their charge radius. Cool. Just need one of you to survive the inevitable volley of the riders there. They have 2 units left, which are the fast ones at the back, which is quite smart. I guess I'll move you first. I'd like to see where that goes, but I can't really wait that round to find out. Just come up this way, to the best of your ability. Oh, at least one save hit. Got it, phew. So they're still alive, which allows them to flee, which makes my life easier. Do this. They're going to go straight off the field, basically, no matter what I do. I guess we've got comparable movement, so if I move to about there, kind of game out how much. I think I'll stay on just about if I do that. Worth a go. Okay, good. They went that way. They allowed my hounds to flank. I'm not fast enough to get to the side, or rather the back, so fine, just take a flank. So you're going to get mulched. Eagle isn't a particularly threatening opponent. That's all I need to... Oh, you're going to intercept that one. No, hang on, I just haven't charged that yet. That's what's going on. You can cut through that in a single turn and then move on to them later. Leaves these a bit exposed to the annoying archers. Can't really stop it. I'm currently safe because they're blocking line of sight with their silly dancers there, but that will change in a second. Yep, that's easy for you to deal with that. Although annoyingly they can still move. They've done the thing where they haven't actually used their movement. Do you want to use this now? And just get through them in a single turn. It changes my hit roll, so I go from 3s to 4s. But again, I think mathematically 3 more attacks is better. Once I get something like +1 to hit or extra attacks or re-rolling hits, it's be really good. Yeah, unfortunately, you're the primary target now. Can't stop it. Oh, the dancers moved to there. Okay, well, if I'm a bit clever, let's try rallying you. Maybe I can get you out of the way and then get the devil spawn into their side. No, I can't. They're going to face me head on. They didn't take the bait and go for the hound. Fine, you'll have to fight them, take a lot of damage. And you, I'm hoping this wood doesn't slow us down so much that I can't reach the... Oh, this is annoying. I need to get forcibly out of the wood first so it stops cutting my movement in half. Oh, this is annoying. If I just go straight, does that work? No. I have to go around a bit, at least. It should work, shouldn't it? Oh, you've got to be kidding. Am I not going to get there? Not like that. I don't think I can do it, sadly. Oh, it's going to be close. That's about as good as I've gotten so far. That's worse. Okay, that will surely do. I can surely see them there. Yeah. Eagle might get 1 at most. Oh, we hit terribly, but even then we still won. This, we would like them to get through this. The dice are betraying us here. But okay, it's betraying both of us. We're all doing terribly. Here we get... Yeah, again, we're still just amazing once we hit them, but he really struggles to hit things. We win, take no damage functionally. Because you keep rolling 1s and 2s to hit, we're stuck there. Can't reach that yet, so we're all locked in combat. Nothing for those pesky archers to bother me with. Annoyingly, I'm going to shoot my devil spawn next, which sucks. I could try... I don't think the hounds aren't fast enough to reach those, so we'll just get ready in case these rally. They don't. They're going to run away anyway. I guess you can come around that way. Other units, you use your curse standard because this is going to hurt. No, in case they somehow hold on here, flank them. No more. Yeah, it's now a 2-up save because the eagle's lost its extra power. Do more damage when you don't use the silly ability. I guess we're going to get stuck in combat with the one guy. Yeah, he's high discipline. Rangers are such a nuisance. Okay, take 4, that's pretty bad. Amazing attacks because of curse standard. 7 wounds, we win. Now, annoyingly, because you are stuck in combat, there is no way we're going to be able to avoid the devil spawn being hit by archer fire. I have to heal them after this. My tank is stuck, so here we go. And we'll start buying banners of mists on these. Oh yeah, that's delightful. Thank you very much. Well, might as well not take any more casualties. I can throw you into their flank. Don't think anyone else can get there in time. No. You could reach. Can you get to their side rather than the... No, it's going to be the front, which I don't want to do. Just going to get through this one archer. Hooray, well done. Apparently they're not going to give up with only having a single unit left. In case they hold on for whatever reason, that's fine. Skip the rest. The one unit that hasn't taken any damage here, I'm going to guarantee that starts taking wounds, so I have to hit it as well. And they do so little they actually go for another round of combat. Right, they can lose basically the whole unit. Archers. Wretched cretins. Just accept you've lost. We're walking away with all the chips. Hey, hounds did very well. Devil spawn at power 7. When you're surrounded and you fail a morale check, you just disappear. You get cut down like that. Everyone took just enough to be annoying about it. whole bunch of levels, so let's get the dice ready. So the Primeval Stomper here, leveled up. Replenishment on something that heals to full after every single round is quite literally the worst upgrade in the game, so let's not get that. Wounds is also fairly irrelevant because he's never going to take 8 in a single round unless you're unbelievably unlucky, so also bad. The only one of those you really care for is the Serpent aspect, so let's sincerely hope for a 3 or a 4. 2, great. Congratulations, you got replenishment. Okay, the Shadow Claws have leveled. Stat replenishment or discipline, we'd love 1 or 2, so the invert, if you could roll that 2 again, that would be great. 4, okay, take replenishment. Then the Moonhides, the other Abyssal Hounds, those are all pretty good except the discipline, so invert again, no 1 or 2, please, thank you. 4, okay, we'll take the size, start making them bigger. And the all-on reds, no one, so those are all pretty good. I suppose I'd like the skill at this point, skill 5 would be nice, but I'm happy with basically anything. 5, cool, we got it. Skill 5. Right, I can get them up to 12 basically, which is perfect size. You can't fight with only that. 4 is probably okay to serve as a distraction unit. You're fine at 11. You're healthy. The Axeman can have some supplemental guys to fill the back ranks or take a bit more gold. Do I need the extra ones to get through this? Not really. I think I'll be okay, so I'll take the gold for now and then heal them later. Yeah, as we are. So we get 4 and 6. They've just spread out a bit. I can actually, let's go ahead and resize that so it's now perfectly uniform. Perfect. No discretion there. Orphan Raiders, so fellow gamblers in the arts of chaos. Come up the side to hit things. You go up that side. We're not going to have to worry about being shot at anymore. This is purely a shooting army, so you can just run up here and kill anything you come into contact with without being bothered. You probably want to set this up such that the dogs serve as a distraction. You could have them pull something and this can all go over here. Right, so we got the horsemen over there, good, so they can force them to charge them. I have no shooting on my own, of course, so I'm just going to have to take some of this stuff head on. There are too many fast units on the side is the problem. I can flank that one easily enough. Have you race over there and get in their way as fast as possible. Yeah, I was kind of hoping they'd go for any other unit, because then it's slightly more of a pain for me to get the hounds out of the way, but I think with their fast movement, I can still get over here and get into their side without them stopping me. Yeah, easily. This position there. Right, how on earth do I do with this? This is going to happen and then they're going to come forward. Let's see if I can stall and find out where they end before I do anything else. I do know where they're going, and in fact, they, well, if I was able to charge them, I'd be able to flank them, but they're going to charge me first anyway. I can draw one of them out, but not 2. There's really nothing clever or fancy I can do about this. I guess I could have you kill this for a turn, and then it will run away, and then hopefully I can have you come back and fight. If it doesn't work, worst case scenarios, I'm just going to end up taking them in direct charges anyway, so I might as well stall for a turn and see if we can do better. We're forfeiting this hand. We fold. I'm going to let the dealer reveal and see if we can do better next. And there we go. They're just inching forward. They aren't going to bother us. You come up here to face that one. You'll flank something later. Yep, the inevitable happens. Our dogs are better than your dogs. 4 they inch, that's not too much concern. Let's stall with you. Again, if I had just one more point of skill, I could be skill 4 even after the... No, it's -3, isn't it? Yeah, so I'd have to be like skill 7 in order to still hit them on 3s. Mathematically, again, it should be better to add the extra dice, but it just doesn't seem to be going our way. That's both of those moved. Let's start wiggling around again. Will they come? Dogs over this way, please. Eventually we will run out of room, so I'm rather hopeful you get through that very quickly. They skip you, which is much appreciated. If you get through that in a single turn, you can then start running around the back and flanking them. You, slow as you are, you can still escape hit. Just allow these units to win. Hey, good hit roll. And there'll be 6s re-rolling everything, so he kills most of the unit. It all comes down to that first hit roll. If he does well, they're going to get crushed. Oh no, we're already halfway there. Never mind. You do perfectly average. They roll 666, so that's not exactly fair. I need you to go away. Okay, so now that I've broken those two, they're severely outnumbered, so they're going to have to make some horrid choices now. How do I want to do this? Well, particularly you aren't going to fight this again, so let's stall with the hounds. Know where they've all wound up. You could probably get up here to get to their flank. Yeah, you're fast enough. Oh, half a horseman. Okay, now where do these wind up positioning? If you're going to get dealt with, I guess I should actually just have you start running this way, because you're not going to help on this flank at all. He's just going to clean them up. Good, they did what I thought they would do. They're not quite fast enough to get to the back yet, though. I'm slow. But again, a side charge here should be good enough, because I get a 2-up save. And there's no angle I can pull off here to get a... I guess I could side charge with you, and then they could side charge that one and just break them all this turn. You, I don't know, rush up here. Take that one. Take that one. Lovely collection of flanks. We held our poker face. The enemy fell for it. Well, they've allowed me to rear charge them when I so inclined. Right up. Yeah, that's in the back. If I just go a little bit further this way. Step back and twist a bit. Do I trust the dogs can get through those on their own? Worth a try. In the event they fail, I can then just put these in anyway. So I'll just have you around here. Which of these is more likely to hold on? Well, I can curse down this. So they're power 5 on the charge because of Banner of Fury and their hand weapon. So they'll get 5-up saves. You're power 6 on the charge because of hand weapon and demonic power, but you have less attacks. So interestingly, you have better skill though. So they don't hit as well, but they have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 18 attacks. So about 9 hits. They hit on 3s with 11 dice. Well, if it was 12, it would be... it'll be 8, so they're going to get less hits, but then they're going to wound same. They're actually the weaker of the two, at least for the first turn when they're not charging, so I'll just put you here so that you can rear charge either unit depending on where the enemy's strength is. So 3s, we hit better than them, and then they have just enough to save on 5s, not that they roll any 5s. I save on 2s. Still, we can always manage to roll a 1, these guys. This one you'll hit worse, but you have more attacks, so resulting in more hits. It's the same save, and they just do more damage. No return, okay. So the less durable unit took less damage, of course it does. So, Horseman Emulsifier 9000 here. Smash through the unit, no problem. Could charge that immediately. I'm just going to wait because if I can kill this, I don't even have to bother with that because I can just let's have the Triceratops do it and these can be perfectly healthy. And yeah, well, okay, even better, I can rear charge them with Devil Spawn. I think that's even better from a damage output standpoint. They've rallied, so who wants to hit that? Now that they don't have Curse Standard, the best damage dealing unit I've got are these Auries, so you can deal with that one. They also rally, so you'll deal with that one. You just get out. Can't actually get out of the way, so you're stuck there. If they're going to get mullered, then we might as well come over this way. Horseman Puree we're about to see. As we're intercepting everyone. As long as they all break this turn, that's battle over. might not break one of these two. They've got good odds of holding on. Well, if they do hold on, you can flank them. You'll eventually come up here to help. That's what I need to do. There you go. So 3's re-rolling. There you go. 17 of 18 hits, and then power 7. Yeah, it's pretty good. Getting the usually was it Banner of Fury I bought. So yeah, once you get to power 7, enemy infantry stuff is usually either 3 or 4. So it's not until you get to elites where you get defense 5. So they're always winning everything on the best threshold. Buy a curse standing on them now, and they're basically finished. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. They were going to turn around. I intended to heal this unit anyway. That one I would rather run away. Now you can win. You might as well kill them for me. And no one can reach the horses yet. They're still running, so they'll clear off the field, so what else to do? I guess around here in case you whiff a roll somehow. Hold the spacebar down to speed through this. Yeah, they did lose 3, I lose 4. Ouch, you would have lost without the hound's help. Now I need to heal them considerably. That's why I was scared of that one turning around. Only a single hit. Again, I'll find a way to help your hit rolls. Why would you not run that way? Okay. You chose to phase through my warriors and pop out there. A few more levels. That magic dice back out. Right, Ace, you've leveled up. What are you going to get? So level 5. I think I've already got a point to recruit it. Those are all good. Basically happy with any of those, so no complaints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. Random stat. Okay, this could be... The stat on the character is not quite as good as the other units because there's more pants options, so I don't care about his wounds, I don't care about his discipline. And any of those... Defense is because it's only useful in duels. So it could come up initially, but... So skill, power, and attacks would be the good ones. Of those, skill is good for him because of demonic possession, and attacks are just always... That's probably the best. Going up to power 7 is nice, but it's not necessary. Let's see what we do. Okay, we got the best possible option. Ace, a true gambler. There we go, let's go. Luck is a skill all of its own. And his Berserkers, his original unit. 1, 2, 3. Don't want discipline, please. Either of the other two are good. 1. Great, looter. We love the money. And then all on black. Okay, replenish. Replenishment's pretty good for these because they take a lot. They keep rolling 1s no matter how you play them, and their replenishment's kind of bad, so it's fine. Loot is just generally good, and please don't roll discipline. No 5s, no 6s, please. 4. Okay, we got looter. Okay, you're still good at 12 to do all the damage you need. 5 is a usable unit. 4 is kind of questionable, but I'm going into a shop in a second, and I'd like to max out the gold, so I'm going to be greedy. 10 is probably just about workable as well. You get a lot there. Oh, this is gonna suck. It's a lot of gold to turn down. Can I get away with 10 of them? It's really greedy, but I think I'm willing to try. There you go, we maxed out our gold output. Because yeah, it's going to be a random event, and then... Oh, sadly, there's going to be no way to heal before the elite. I didn't think about that. Alright, playing on hard mode. All for that sweet, sweet gambling income. There you go, let's squash everyone down. Oh, look, it's all uniform. Almost as if I planned it. Dark Gift. Okay, we're absolutely going to have to go for it. Select a unit. This is the run. SOVL knows what we want. It's the ultimate gambler's choice. Stick a unit in there. Any ones you roll immediately result in a casualty, and you're trying to get to a threshold of, well, it depends how many you have, how many 6s you need to get there. If you succeed, you get +1 power and attack on the unit, which obviously makes it pretty incredible. I don't really need extra strength on the Devil Spawn. Obviously, them going up to 3 attacks, power 8 on the charge is hilarious. They'll cut through anything, but I can upgrade them even more with banners and stuff later, so I don't really need to do that. I think I'll put it on these instead. I only need 3, and an extra attack on these actually takes them from a pretty pants output to being comparable to those. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's 6 units. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's unfortunate. There are 6, so I'm going to have to roll a dice. Only fair. So there you go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We assign the values. Never mind. I have to do it this way. If it was 7 or something like that, I could maybe blag my way out of it. But no, there's no way around it. Come on. 3 specifically, please. Okay, you won't believe me, but I did roll a 3. That is on the... great, I get the exact unit I wanted. Excellent work. Okay, so let's just roll. Maybe this will go terribly, and it was all for naught. Yeah, I get 1 for no casualties. You can keep re-rolling until you get it. We're all in. We're literally all on black, so... Okay, we take 3 wounds. That's a shame. Okay, we get there with only 3. No, but that's not bad. +1 power, +1 attack. So they're now... I mean, because they've already got demonic power, so they're 6 base, 7 on the charge, 2 attacks. Yes, there's a genuine output unit now. Very impressive. Here's our shop, and I like to take a unit. Really don't want the chariot. Another champion, but these are kind of... I guess if I had my choice, I'd take the horseman, but I don't like chariots in general. Yes, we get everything we want for the character. That's great. Extra hits and reroll hits. That's what he's struggling with. But yeah, one of these two. So let's... Oh no! If I roll 1 or 2, I get a far too expensive unit and can't buy anything. Ooh, that's going to be really painful. In fact, I'm almost tempted not to buy anything, but I feel like I have to because it's in the spirit of the run. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1 or 2, please. 4. Okay. Yes, we got away with it. Perfect outcome. There you go. We take that. We get our level immediately. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get 1, 2, so we get size. Can't use it right away, but pretty good. It leaves me with 185 to do what I want. Hallelujah. Okay, not immediately fussed about their javelins. So first things first, I'm going to give you reroll your missed attacks and +1 to hit. So even when there you go, for a turn when I go in and use the 1 possession, he still hits really accurately and will just kill everything. With 85, what do I want? I can get the curse standard on you, which is what I was hoping to see. Give me with 35, which is enough for a speed up thing. Banner of swiftness on you would be very nice, so I can get them into combat effectively. Excellent. Leaves me there. Can I shrink that unit to 4x4? Yes, you can. Then you might as well. I'm not going to lose any attacks. So we now have Ace is now truly unstoppable. Basically, he's not going to die because the Triceratops underneath is functionally immortal, and his damage output. So even if he drops to 2 skill, you hit on 4s, and then the magic item we bought, Heartseeker, will improve it to 3s, so 66%, and then he rerolls all his attacks, so 88%. Out with like 8 attacks or something like that, and then cruelty means they have to reroll their saves against power with it on the charge, like power 7. Yeah, he just wins against everything he touches. Nice unit cavalry. These are now amazing. They're curse standard, so they can kill everything they reach, and these are just to distract. You'll eventually get more guys. Excellent. Lost regiment. Well, it's either wait or search. I know what this does with infantry. I have no idea what happens if I wait with the unit of hounds. Search, I know what search, so it's 1, 2, 3 for wait, 4, 5, 6 for search. Search, okay, so we're going to get the slightly boring one where I just get losses for a level. I lost 1 guy to level up. I suppose that's a good trade, isn't it? Okay, random stats, discipline or gold. 2, we get the random stat, that's fantastic. So again, attacks or wounds, please. Oh, there you go, super tough hounds. So it's even less guys to it, so I'm been slightly dreading this elite we're about to fight because I've been chipping away at myself as I go through. Thinking ahead a little bit, we've got a campsite immediately after that I have to go into, so after I take this I'll get auto heals and everyone, so I can kind of game out how much healing I need and whether or not I can go for more gold than I usually would. And after that it's then a battle and I can go up or down. Alright, let's try and fight our way through this. The Grave Thorn. It's a good one. It's an all melee one, effectively, so we can just flummox the AI. Let's rely on our ace here to cut them through. Probably you on that side, because it's easy to slip through. And then you can flank something there. You don't ignore the terrain. You didn't get Jaguar aspects. Kind of run up that way. And then here and here. Right, so there's going to be a lot of chariots. So, wow. I swear every time I see this elite come up, there's more and more infantry to fight our way through. Let's just pass a bunch. They've got no shooting, so forcing them to move to me is fine. That's it. So they're just going to move their infantry blocks first, which is sensible. You're going to come forward. Can I get anyone into anyone's side here? Maybe not, but what I can definitely do is just shove you into their gob and just kill anything he wants to immediately. So if they come forward, I can just kill their longhorn unit there. Can't reach anything else, really. You should do so much damage that you just instant break anything in 1 turn. You stand where you are. I need to wait for this stuff to move to counteract it. How am I going to do this? That side is going to be really annoying, actually, I'm realising. And defense 5 is only power 4. The difference is the chariot charges, it adds like 4, 5, it adds like 3 power, so it's going to hurt to allow it to do that. I could kill it in a turn with Dark Gift, but I don't want this unit to take particularly high numbers of casualties given how low it already is. Banner of Swiftness is nice, but it's not quite enough to let us escape this yet, so I'm just going to have to name it out for a turn. Angle a bit more to get away. Start twisting back. Right, how on earth am I going to do this? You're probably fast enough to come up here. The issue is I need to see where that moves first. Can I stall with anyone else? You can, if you charge any of these. Probably want you to start coming this way. Hit that in the side. Good, I know where that's wound up now. How do I flank you effectively? Maybe I can draw you out of position with the hounds? Just do this. I'm not going to run off the field. I should be able to stand there. You can run away. Get to about there. You first. You this way. Thereby allowing you hopefully to flank that. Do what you would think. We are just out of range, which is good. I can't be flanked there. Leaves the harpies and these two. Well, can I squeak into that corner there, do you think? No, is the basic feedback. There's no way I'm going to do that. Have I got better movement than the chariot? Possibly. I think I'm light cav technically, so I'm 16. It'd be very easy to flank you, but not that one. Depends which line was shorter and who would charge first. Also where those harpies even wind up, it might not be that big a deal. I'm trying my best to deny chariots charges because they are a bit of a hassle. Let's see how I'm going to be able to do it, I'm afraid. Just rush up here and put them into the side. Problem is I have to make sure that I don't get, it's at least front arc, and I have to be closer to him than him. Is that a shorter line than it's there to there and there to there? I think it's shorter for me, and it's obviously still the front. He's not going to get a flank charging me or anything. Right, I'll give that a go, worth a try. Will the harpies come? I don't particularly care. I guess they're probably going to charge that first with something, which is going to be a hassle for me. Should I just run the hounds off the field and have them draw these out and turn around and help? Or are these, no, these aren't the high. These are the higher attack ones. Your power 5, your 2 attacks, your 2 wounds, 2 attacks. So you'd be better off at fighting that. 1 wound. Would you win? I think it adds 2 attacks, so he has 6 attacks. He gets 3 hits on average, and kills like 2.666 hounds, and I do 5 hits on average, power 6, defense 4. I do 3.3. It's about even, but it could skew massively. Oh god, just fight one of the chariots, sod it. They charge me first before I can do anything else. Isn't that genius? I'd love to have charged, something before that. Well done, you got me. I was hoping they'll do, an alternative. I'm just going to flee you. You can kill probably the Longhorn unit. Annoyingly, that means he's going to use his ability this turn. I could probably have charged something else, won these fights before that happens. Oh, it's not going to make any difference mathematically because the chariots are all going to be winning on 6s regardless. You've moved to a position you can't see me. You're wasting your time. Can I squeeze into there? It's going to be close, but I'm going to give it a go. You, if you're lucky, might be able to get even a rear charge on the chariot. There you go. Good bit of positioning there. Run hounds. Yeah, he's using wild form, so you're going to get hurt. Dogs do not come back. They're very cowardly. That moved nowhere, I think. How are you going to do this now? Well, if that breaks, you can then turn around and deal with that. So I'm going to have you rush this way. Can't quite reach that yet, I'm afraid. I moved too far. There's no way I'm going to do this. I'd have to do it like that, and I'm going to get caught by those. So just run this way as fast as you can. Annoyingly, they haven't moved yet, so that might be a mistake. Let's do this first. He uses Warcry, very clever. I can do this one first, thereby stalling. Is the Banner of Swiftness going to help me here? I can fit, but it's not going to let me because of they're too tight. But I might just have to back off instead, and well, I can flank that one. Maybe. close as well. They're all just a bit difficult. I can see them, but I'm still visible there, so that doesn't work. Also still visible there, that doesn't work either. How far do I have to go? Is it even further this way? Or about exactly 4.5 and then twist into them? So they're visible there, and I'm not, I don't think. Be a bit more precise and move forward. Okay, I'm definitely not. Okay, that doesn't work. It has to be exactly 0.8. I think this works. I don't think they can catch me. They've moved to kill you, just in case you somehow miraculously hold on. Right, let's get hurt. I take only a single wound? No, that's from the character. Right, okay, they didn't roll a single fail. Oh dear. Not a great start, horseman, let's be honest. Hounds over here, only lose 2, so you might win this. Yes, you do. Chariot's alive on 1 wound, which is annoying. Oh, you're definitely going to get flanked in a second anyway for your efforts. You get 8 attacks, so yeah, he's fixed his not hitting problem. There you go, just did 8 wounds to the Longhorn. In fact, if I was clever, what I probably should have done is held off, killed the Longhorn without using that ability, and then I could have used it more effectively to kill one of the bigger units. Ah, well. We're going to charge those. You're going to get flanked in a second anyway, so that's not good news for you. You can easily kill that unit. Take care of those ones. You can shoot. You can wait to see if that rallies. If it does, great. And I can put them into the back. If not, then I can deal with something else. Maybe use my bows to finish that one off. Okay, let's do this. Do I want to use this now? Probably yes. I don't want to get stuck in combat with it. You're in a bit of trouble because I can't help you. There's nothing I can do to stop them from hitting you in the back. Because they're a frenzy unit, I can't flee. Sadly, because you failed to rally last turn, I can't use you to intercept them, so even you can't save them. Yeah, they caught you there, I'm afraid. Just do as much damage as you can while you can. Hounds are doing a rather good job of holding a lot of attention here, which is good. That unit does rally, so I need to deal with you. I've got 2 units left. Again, I'd love to see what that does before I make a decision. I guess I should just accept you're dead, so I could probably run you up here. I run you up there and then turn and get a rear charge on him. I'm a bit more precise, maybe. Yeah, I can. There you go. I got around the harpies. They do rally. Good to know. So, can I still pull off a charge on them and ignore this brick? Yes. All I have to do is come over here a bit. Come even more. I'm well within range. I'm just trying to get away. Those. Perfect. I can reach them. Let's take the shot into there. They'll get cover, which is annoying, but we just do a single wound. That's great. Oh, blast. And this hound. Yep. Been double charioted here. Yeah. It's very painful, we know. Yeah, that's a dead chariot. I'm glad I did use Cursed Hands, as he died exactly. Here, you'll break this unit. 24 attacks, re-rolling. 21 hits, and then power 7. 18 wounds. Annoyingly, they hit back super well, so did an unnecessarily high amount of damage. Oh, you've got to be joking. You've blocked... Oh, no, maybe... I think I got away with it. You can squeeze through that. You're going to get flanked. I can't run, so just enjoy being hit in the back. Still reach those, which is good. I've got a choice. I can finish this off or go start killing my way through here, and there's nothing else helping on this side, so it will save the horseman, which might be a big deal later. You can start running up here to help this unit out. They're fearless, discipline 10, so they won't run, but it's a question of whether or not there are any of them left. Okay, well, you can definitely get over there. Yeah, flank that unit. You're going to get back charged for your trying to help them. You're active. Let's wait to see where that stuff moves so I can stall with this unit over here. Okay, now that I need to wait for the harpies as well. Just pass. Know where they are. It's a good bit of positioning on their part because I can't really ignore them. Can't get through there to slip by. So the only way to do this is by coming this way. fairly optimistic they can pummel that to death without too much trouble, so especially with that upgraded damage output now. So let's try and get you around and out of harm's way. Nope, 9.2. Still visible there, sadly. If I do it any tighter, then you become visible to him. These are all within the 9.2 threshold up. There you go. There's a good 9.2 we were looking for. They keep running, which is nice. Okay, you lose all 4 again. They'll hold. Stand around, start hitting. Here, yeah, you mulch a bunch more. Triceratops doesn't contribute a whole lot. That's not what they're there for. Dead, very good. You'll get rear charge now, which is unfortunate. He's alive, and you'll get rear and flanked for this. So yeah, let's charge this. No. Help me. Yeah, I can't do anything about any of this. I'm very lucky they'll actually destroy that unit because they'll collapse it. You somehow didn't run off the field. Just holds their attention. Turn and face. I guess I can now start coming up. Oh, let me guess. They can maybe not quite reach that unit. Probably going to be gone in a second anyway. Come this way so you can hit this one on the side. Back, twist, twist, twist. Yep. They already rally. Only got the 1 unit left. I would rather like him to actually come over here and start dealing with this. It's a waste of resources having him tie up these units. So I'm doing anything. I can't even. The only way to escape is by doing this, which is a bit annoying. I can do that and recharge those, I guess. Irritating things about these bricks is that they'll just keep rallying over and over again. Roll a save. There you go, a couple saves. It's going to help us win mathematically here. Yeah, that should be enough to get them to go away. By far the most effective way of dealing with these silly blocks. Freeze, no damage from the harpies. Good hits back, doing 4 wounds. Okay, that's fantastic. Chariot could hurt because it's got a lot of power. Oh, not a single. Let's go. We're too tough. Yeah, we got our damage. That's incredible. You got rear and flank charged and broke both units. Putting Dark Gift on that one was by far the best possible outcome. Okay. Just like that, it's all of a sudden looking rather peachy. Vinny is dead. Let's put something into their back in a second. Outrageous. All on black. All on black. That's not going to do much. Who do you want to go with first? Well, if that does rally, what I can do, you come up here and hit it in the back. Yep. We're going to come this way. Right. There. Well, he keeps running, so I can't even do that. You kill these and then turn around and kill these for me. I don't see any need to engage a block of 30 Mongol pack. Yeah, 2s to hit re-rolling because of his high skill. It's just incredible now. It's quite impressive we managed to get a character to become that strong, like halfway through Act 2. Garrett's dead. And now you roll a 1. You take a damage, so after all of that, and no damage at all, now you sustain a casualty. Kind of saw it coming, but I think it was worth it. There are only 2 units left. Dice giveth and the dice taketh away. In this case, they give us rather generously, so we're not going to complain. Can I get someone into the rear of this unit? Yes, but then all that does is risks them turning around and killing you later, so no. Part of being a good gambler is knowing when to fold. Already routing this turn, so yeah, I could charge them into the back and kill them. Quickly. Fun. Skip everything else. The ace punish these Goatman warriors. 2's rerolling, all hits, and then 6 is rerolling. So yeah, they'd have to roll. Either I'd have to roll double 1, or they would have to roll double 6 in order to get a save. Somewhat unlikely. Start healing. Right. Devil Spawn back, please. Yeah, only 8. We need to heal again later. Remember, we get a heal for free at the camp, but even with the heal, it's going to be not full size, so I think that was a good option there. And I can heal for free and then take XP, and that's a good balance. You'll get a heal for free and go up to 6, which is a perfect unit size, so take gold. You'll heal for free and become 5 or 6, which is good. You'll heal for free and max out, which is fine. You'll get a heal, which is maybe 8 or 9, which isn't great, so I'm actually going to take the heal there. It's a bit more. You'll heal for free and be a good size, and you're maxed out anyway. Okay, free rest. Ace leveled again. Oh no, sorry, I'm mistaken. It's going to be XP. So you always take that. You might as well. You're healthy enough, so take the XP. 12 is probably good enough. XP is valuable. XP. You're good enough on 5. You're good enough on 6. And am I happy with 11 now? Yes, because I get another level. I get to roll the dice. Okay, so here comes Primeval Stomper again. Interesting. Those are all pretty good. I get the weird Reptilian Kingdoms level up. So double all his wounds, because he can start contributing. He doesn't really need a lot of damage output. Ace is going to solve most of those problems for us. So, I mean, just reroll. Reroll 1 is kind of irrelevant, because it's too tough as it is anyway. So, yeah, Raptor Aspect or Offensive Mastery would be great. Let's see what we get. 2 Raptor Aspect. There you go. Double all of your wounds. In case we run into anything big, he can get through it effectively. The Moonhide's leveled. Discipline, meh. Looter size are all pretty good, so see what we wind up with. 3 Looter. Sure, why not? And double down. All on red. Replenishment again is kind of nice because they do take a lot of damage. Looter, we're getting to the stage of the campaign where I'm not that fussed. If I had a choice, I'd probably take a unit size, but I do not have a choice. I have a dice. And I get 3, so there you go. Take Looter. Great. Okay, I think that'll do. I'm just going to quickly reposition our units. Spread, and then you're obviously way too squashed now. Probably don't need all of the attacks. 12 is obviously ridiculous. You can do that and give them your attacks. Otherwise, yeah, I'm happy with that. I think we're in good stead relative to where we were before. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do like, subscribe. It really helps out the channel. I do appreciate it. We're tantalizingly close to that beautiful round number of 1,000. Won't change the kind of content or anything I'm doing, but hey, isn't it nice? If you have any feedback for ideas for kind of SOVL runs in terms of the weird, wacky and wonderful, or just certain characters or armies you'd like to see, by all means, please do leave suggestions. I do take the time to read all the comments. Or if you just want to chat with me and others, that's great too. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.